Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the first World of Warships video on the channel. So, I guess I'll give you a bit of history, since none of you will have known this. World of Warships is made by the same people who make World of Tanks, World of Warplanes, all of that garbage. I'm not a fan of any of those games, but this one, I saw a lot of people playing it online, and I thought, that looks quite fun. I'll give it a shot. It's free. Can't hurt. It's not going to cost me any money. Why not give it a go? And I played it for a bit, and I was like, yeah, that's okay. I'll play it again sometime when I got 5 minutes, and left it alone for a bit. Cut forward to about 2 weeks later, I start playing it again because I just had about half an hour to play, and I didn't want to get stuck into something big. And from that point forth, this game was all I played for 3 months. I never played any other game, just this. And while I haven't been quite so intense on this game, I do play other stuff now as well. I still absolutely love this game. This is a game I still play on a regular basis. I just enjoy it so much, and it's not free for me anymore. I've bought premium ships and all sorts of stuff like that, but it's just so fun. I absolutely love it. So I'm excited to be showing you my replays. So we're playing a ranked match, which for those of you who don't know is there's less people on the team. It's 7 ships versus 7, and depending on obviously your performance makes a much bigger difference because there's a lot fewer ships. And basically the idea is the more you win, every time you win you get a star, and if you get a certain amount of stars you go up a rank. Every time you lose a match you lose a star. So obviously try and get enough stars in a row to rank up. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm in the tier 6 American cruiser, the Cleveland, which I found to be a really good ship for ranked battles so far. So we've all decided in the chat beforehand we're all going to go and try and capture the A point, because basically it's a first to 1,000 match. So every time you sink an enemy ship, you get points. Every time a ship on our team is sunk, we lose points. But the main way you get points is by capturing one of these points on the map, which just involves basically staying in it for a certain amount of time without getting hit, and then your team owns the cap point. And that generates a certain amount of points per minute, I think it is. And eventually, if you have more capture points, or you just sink more and you have a capture point, you'll win. Or so the plan goes. So we've all decided we'll all go in one group to A, so we don't split our force, we have a strong force all in one. I'm providing air support for this Japanese battleship on my right, and a Gato I believe, yep. Because we do have aircraft carriers in this match, which is a bit of a rarity. And there are, an enemy cruiser's just popped up, so aim, take a few pot shots, and then all of a sudden, oh boy, that's very close, that Miyoko. I mean, it's 8.9 kilometers away, but in World of Warships terms, that's very close. He fires a few shots at me, and he destroys one of my turrets temporarily, so I can't use it. But not to matter, I still have 3 others. So I take a few shots, but he actually beaches himself on that island. I'm not sure if it was on purpose or by accident, but he's a sitting duck. So I take a few shots, some of them just manage to get over the island, and boom. I don't manage to get the final shot on him. I think the battleship does that, or the other Miyoko. But at this point, I've shot down 5 or 6 enemy planes actually, so I figure I can stop escorting the Nagato, who's just taken a torpedo from an enemy destroyer. I figure my duty's done there. Let's go on the hunt. So they're already down a cruiser, which we just finished that Miyoko. And we notice that enemy destroyer is going off to try and capture B, which is bad news for us because we haven't got a capture point yet. We're winning on points because we sank an enemy ship and we haven't lost anything yet, but if this keeps up, they will beat us if they have both of the capture points. So I type in chat, we need a cap, which we do, and this Bliskowice, the tier 7 premium Polish destroyer, the only Polish ship in the game as far as I know, decides to go in there and to try and capture A for us, and he very wisely drops a smoke screen, which basically, if you're in a smoke screen or behind it, enemy ships can't see you unless they're using certain special things, but most of the time they won't be able to see you until the smoke screen dissipates. So we've spotted a Japanese destroyer trying to come in here. We fire off a salvo but miss. He's going slower than I thought. He's also dropping his smoke screen, this Japanese destroyer, and I think he's realised it's a bad place to be, so he starts getting out of there. Now, enemy cruiser, the Miyoko, pops around the corner, and I figure, hang on, that destroyer probably saw where I was, and he's going to start dropping torpedoes. So I stop sitting still in the water and decide to push into the cap and give a bit of support to the destroyer. Start trying to capture the A point. Now at this point we've also spotted the Ranger over there on the right hand side is their aircraft carrier, which is a big juicy target because while it has aircraft, it doesn't have guns to shoot back at me with. So everyone kind of goes for the aircraft carrier. Now, for some reason the destroyer has stopped capping A, but I'm hiding in the smoke screen and I've started to cap A. Now there's enemy aircraft overhead and I've been spotted, so that Miyoko's going to know where I am. My aircraft guns excuse me, open up fire on the enemy dive bombers, and then all of a sudden, ooh, what's that? A Miyoko over there in the corner. And so I decide to angle my armour towards the Miyoko in front of me, and we'll take some pot shots at this guy, who, for some reason, I bounced some shots coming in off the Miyoko there, off my armour, is also beached. It seems to be a habit of the Miyokos in this match, and boom, finishes him off. So I got a citadel hit there, and for those of you who don't know what that is, if you hit an enemy's citadel, it means your shot has penetrated their ship and hits a part of the ship that is very vital and does not react to being shot very well, basically. So, like the ship's magazine, the boiler room, all of that stuff. 2 citadels on him as well, so that gives you the maximum damage you can. That Miyoko over there knows I'm not focusing on him, so he is giving me a hard time. So I try to turn around. I've captured the A point at this point, and our team is now capturing the B point. They are down to 2 ships now, and I just received a lot of citadels off that Miyoko. He took my health down by a massive amount, so I decide, okay, fix the things he destroyed, and let's run away, and just focus on the aircraft carrier. I take some more hits from the Miyoko, but because I'm angled towards him, they don't do anywhere near as much damage. So the aircraft carrier's around the corner. I decide, let's fire off at the Miyoko. I've set the aircraft carrier on fire, which is what you really want to do with an aircraft carrier, because if they're on fire, they can't launch aircraft, because obviously they're on fire. You can't really launch an aircraft through fire. So I decide I'm going to get one shot at this guy before he disappears, so launch that off and continue around the island to try and take down the Ranger. So at this point, we've won. We own both caps, and there's only 2 enemy ships left. The team has done a fantastic job, and we managed to land 6 hits on that Miyoko, which is pretty good. I'm pleased with that. So we've got the German cruiser over here, the York, trying to finish off the Ranger. However, he is still taking burning damage from my earlier shots, so before the York can finish him, my fire burns him out. So he's gone, so we just have that Miyoko left, and he ain't gonna last long. So at this point, we've won, and that's basically the perfect game. The whole team coordinated, stuck together, no one went solo and did something stupid, and we only lost 1 cruiser to their 7. So yeah, GG indeed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Normally it won't just be one match, but I want to show this example of, oof, that guy takes a hammering there. An example of basically the ideal ranked match. So normally I'm thinking it might be highlights, so the best bits from games I play, but who knows, let me know what you guys think. And thank you very much for watching. Obviously, if you want to see more of this and some of the Rocket League stuff I do, then please subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed. So, about mid-table here, but a good result. 11 aircraft shot down and 2 ships sunk. So thank you very much, guys, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.